I'm Putt-Putt.
I'm Fatty Bear. Want to play a game?
Hello, this is KYN, and welcome to a Let's Play that I wanted to do here. And as you can see on this main menu, it's
What
called
game would you like to play with me?
Putt-Putt and Fatty Bear's Activity Pack, which is a game that I didn't grow up with, but I did grow up with a lot of humongous entertainment games. In particular,
What game do you want to play?
I grew up with a lot of Putt-Putt games and also the Fatty Bear game, the birthday surprise
Let's play
one.
a game.
And yeah, I really enjoyed these as a kid, and
Want to play a game?
yeah, definitely made a lot of my childhood. So I'm definitely very grateful for having played these when I was growing up because they were a lot of fun and very enjoyable. So yeah, this one I actually got through the, I believe, MUParadise.org or whatever the website is called. ROMs over there are no longer up on there because the owner of the site decided to take them down just in case
What game do you want to play?
any legal action was taken on the owner. So yeah, you unfortunately cannot get it on there anymore.
Let's
But
play a game.
I believe a lot of these, or yeah, I think a lot of these you should be able to get on Internet Archive, I think. So at least that's where I got
Wanna
most of
play a game?
the games, yeah, on there. So very grateful for that website, and yeah, and to be able to
What game do you
download
want to play?
and enjoy these games just like I did back when I was in my childhood. And yeah, I'm recording this
Want to
through
play a
Scum
game?
VM, which is like a engine that allows you to play these really old games, yeah, on modern machines.
What game do you want to
Because yeah, a lot of these were run through I think DOS, but
Play a game?
yeah, on modern machines, yeah, they wouldn't be able to run properly, I don't think. And so yeah, I'm playing this game through
play?
Scum
Want to
VM.
play a game?
I'm not going to be doing all the games here, but rather I'm going to be focusing on a particular game, which is this one over here called Circus
What game
Stormin.
would you like to play with me?
And yeah, I actually got inspiration to do a playthrough because I noticed, for example, Colorful Artie for the Lemmings forums, which I am also a part of. Yeah, he's been
What game
attempting
would
it
you like to play
from
with
time to
me?
time. But what I don't like is the fact that there is no like full playthrough of that game. Yeah, and there's many good reasons for
Play a
that.
game?
Yeah, one being that it's a very long game. Yeah, it's 75 levels in total, and also it is far harder than a similar game that you can find in
Want to play a
Putt-Putt
game?
Goes to the Moon called Bear Storming. Yeah, but that one is only 47 levels long, and it is a lot easier, yeah,
Let's play a
than
game.
Circus Storming. And so yeah, I got inspiration, yeah, because of Colorful Artie's
Want
Let's
to play
Play,
a game?
and yeah, just the fact that I've done it a couple of times as well,
What
but
game would you like to
it took me
play
quite a
with
while before I was finally able to complete all 75 levels, yeah, without suffering a game over and everything.
Want to play a game?
And as it turns out, much later, I found an online like guide where it explains that you are actually
Let's play
able
a game.
to save state the game so that you don't have to like start off from the very beginning. Because without knowing that, yeah, it will result in a lot of frustration because yeah, it does take a pretty long time to get back up to where you were when you suffered the game over. Now it's been some time, yeah, since I last played the game, but like I'm gonna try and do the entire game, all Circus Storming while stating
What game do you
at
want
any
to
time.
play?
But you know, it's going to be extremely difficult, yeah, considering the very huge difficulty of the game,
Let's play a game.
especially in the hardest difficulty. But you should see what I mean, though, yeah, as we go through the game. And of course, I'll be providing some
What game
commentary
would you
as I
like
go
to play
along.
with me?
But yeah, as the levels are much harder and does require commitment to a lot,
What game do you want to play?
to like a lot of muscle memory in order to like avoid losses and everything. Yeah, it
What game do you want to play?
it overall just requires like just keeping a cool head the entire time, which is easier said than done. But yeah,
What game do you want to play?
just note that it is possible to do the entire game while save stating, but it is extremely difficult. Yeah, it requires a lot of practice and commitment to muscle memory, as I mentioned before. And again, yeah, Putt-Putt and Fatty Bear's Activity Pack is something that I did not grow up with.
Want to play a game?
Yeah, I just simply downloaded it through Emu Paradise, and so yeah.
What game do you want to play?
Definitely piqued by a curiosity, yeah, that there was Circus Stormin, and so yeah, that's why I downloaded it and was able to play through it,
What
through
game
Scum
would you
VM and
like to
everything.
play with me?
And yeah, I've also increased the window size here to like 1280 by 720,
Let's
yeah,
play
so
a
that I'm
game.
able to see the game a lot better and everything. So but yeah, it's like I said, yeah,
What
for this
game do you
video,
want
I'm just
to
going to be
play?
focusing on Circus Storming only. So yeah, I'm not going to be worrying about the
Wanna
other
play a
games.
game?
Because again, my focus is just simply on recording a video playthrough
What game do you
of
want to play?
Circus Stormin, which, as far as I know, there isn't a complete video walkthrough anywhere online. So, which is something that I would like to change here. So, yeah. Hopefully, I'll be able to get
Do you
through
want to play?
all 75 levels without suffering a game over. But we shall see, you know. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here.
Game?
Already, Putt-Putt and Fatty Bear. I know. I'm gonna get to it right now.
That game is Circus Stormin. What level do you want to play?
So yeah, there are 4 difficulties here: easy, medium, hard, or hardest. And the difficulty you select determines what level you start on. You start on easy, it starts you at level 1. On medium, it starts you at level 16. On hard, it starts you at level 32. And finally, hardest starts you at level 48. So here, since I plan to play through all 75 levels, I'm just going to go ahead and start on easy.
Easy. Let's go.
So yeah, the jump thing is pretty simple here. It's to get to the white flag at the end of each level. And along the way, you need to pop some balloons, because these grant you some more fuel. Yeah, as indicated by the fuel indicator on the top left corner. And there are 4 different color balloons here. Yeah, blue, yellow, green, and red. And from order, if I remember correctly, from giving you the most fuel to the least, it's blue, then green, then yellow, and then finally red. I was actually unaware of the graphic, tear and everything. Yeah, then again, I think I saw the same thing in Colorful Artie's videos too. Yeah, whenever he plays this game, so yeah. So like I said, the objective of each level is pretty simple. Just get to the white flag, yeah, which is like the finish line of each level. Yeah, while also popping balloons in order to grant you fuel. Yeah, and also avoiding obstacles that will cause you to lose fuel or lose a life. So the first 2 levels here are pretty simple, yeah, because it's just popping balloons. And now in level 3, yeah, this introduces you to some new things too. Yeah, such as some animals and some food. Yeah, these things cause you to lose fuel. Yeah, and so yeah, you just want to avoid them so that doesn't happen. Now, I believe it doesn't matter what obstacle you run into. Yeah, you always lose the same amount of fuel, I believe. Yeah, I don't think any one particular thing causes you to lose more fuel than others. Yeah, but that I am not very, very certain on though. Yeah, and then later on we'll be introduced to things that will cause us to result in a crash and therefore lose a life. So yeah, it's not too bad at first. Yeah, but as you get deeper and deeper into the game, yeah, then it gets brutally difficult. And yeah, as you can see in this game, yeah, a lot of the things are just simply circus themed. Yeah, such as what you see at the bottom and everything. Yeah, and also in that little, I don't know what you call it, like a secret fun house or something, I don't know. Or no, secret tunnel. Yeah, I guess they call it that, I think. Okay, yeah, I am very certain that the graphic tearing did not happen, yeah, whenever I played through this game. But it's probably whenever I play on full screen and everything. And maybe just without the aspect ratio, yeah, enabled. And yeah, also I had to reduce the audio volume levels. Yeah, because at the default, yeah, it was pretty loud, and it was kind of like blasting in my ears. Yeah, with my headset on. So yeah, at this level, it's much more comfortable, and plus I think it makes it easier to hear what I'm saying too. Yeah, and in case you grew up with it, and pretty much as far as I know, anyone who's from the USA would know, and that is the music here is from it reuses the music from Putt-Putt Joins the Parade. Yeah, the very first Putt-Putt game in the Humongous Entertainment series. Yeah, there's an example of one where you will excuse me. It will result in a crash and then you will lose a life. Yeah, such as this brick wall here. Yeah, same thing with the fire rings. Yeah, you touch the outside, but you can go through them. Yeah, as if you're going through a hoop. Yeah, and maybe I'll just have to enable the mouse capture here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, it might result in better gameplay probably. Yeah, so the still walker, yeah, that will cause you to lose the life when you run into it. But circus performers and animals and food, yeah, those would just cause you to lose fuel. So if at times, yeah, I don't like do much talking. It's because I'm trying to focus on like playing the game, you know. And quite possibly later on, yeah, I think I will also record a playthrough of Bear Stormin from Putt-Putt Goes to the Moon. Yeah, so you can see a comparison between this game and that game. Yeah, you will see that Bear Stormin is a lot easier, yeah, than Circus Stormin. Circus Stormin is many times harder. Yeah, and also much longer as well. Yeah, since it is 75 lows compared to 47. And of course in the early levels, yeah, you start with a lot of view, as you might have noticed. But in later levels, yeah, you generally start with a critical low fuel situation. So yeah, you really need to make sure you pop those balloons in order to get more fuel. But yeah, in regards to whether Circus Stormin or Bear Stormin, which one I played first, yeah, I played Bear Stormin way long before I played this game. Yeah, because it wasn't until like sometime in the previous decade, in the 2010s, I think, yeah, when I started playing Circus Stormin. But Bear Stormin, yeah, I played that when I was only like 6 or 7. So back in the 1990s. And yes, I did complete the game at the time, so yeah, I believe when I was only in the single digits. Yeah, for my age. So, gotta admit, that's pretty impressive. Because generally, yeah, eventually people would just like lose interest or whatever. But no, I just like stuck it out and went from start to finish. But at the same time though, the game does allow you to save. Yeah, while you're playing it, so yeah, it makes it a lot easier to progress. Yeah, not like this one, where generally people would not know about save stating unless you find the online guide for it. But yeah, I honestly would agree with the people about this game. Yeah, why the heck is it in a kids game? Because if it's like so like difficult and everything. Yeah, if anything, this game seems more aimed towards adults because, yeah, with 75 levels total, yeah, I think a lot of people would just lose interest way before the end of the game, and also, just given the massive difficulty, yeah, it's just going to be super hard to get through the entire thing. Especially, you know, where the being able to save state. But yeah, this was a very long time coming. Yeah, I really wanted to like record a playthrough of this game for a very, very long time. Yeah, just owing to the fact that there's currently no full video playthrough of it, yeah, online. I mean, there are some videos that you can search online where the user is playing the game, but like it's not the full 75 levels. Yeah, I'm hoping that mine will probably be like the first one or something. Yeah, where you can see all 75 lows being played. But yeah, I definitely haven't had an extensive history with humongous entertainment games, and they definitely made a lot of my childhood. And yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you can even buy the complete bundle on Steam and everything. So yeah, that's another way that you can get the games and be able to play them on modern machines. Yeah, if you decide not to go through the scum VM route. Yeah, like I am. Oh yeah, and hitting the parachute, yeah, would not do anything to you. But hitting the thing that hangs below it, yes, it will cause you to lose a life. Yeah, whereas for rockets, I have no idea what they're doing in a game like this when the things are like circus themed. Yeah, so here's an example of a low where you start with a low fuel critical situation. So yeah, you really want to get those balloons. Yeah, in order to get more fuel to help you get through the level. Yeah, and as for the amount of fuel that each of the color balloons give you, yeah, it's just something that you observe, yeah, as you play the game, yeah, because from what I remember, yeah, there wasn't even any documentation of it, yeah, for Bear Stormin. So yeah, you just have to figure it out all on your own. And honestly, yeah, I don't know how the developers expect people to like figure them out. But on the other hand, yeah, it's pretty noticeable. Yeah, just like watch the fuel gauge. Yeah, as you pop the different color balloons, and then you'll see that blue gives you the most, while red gives you the least. And then both yellow, yeah. So you run out of fuel there, then Putt-Putt descends. But once you pop a balloon, then you can like ascend again. Yeah, in case you're wondering what the controls are, yeah, you just simply use your mouse, yeah, in order to move up and down. Yeah, there's no way for you to like speed up, going further to the right, yeah, and or slow down, yeah, by going to the left and everything. Yeah, all it is just moving up and down. So, at least the controls are pretty simple here. Alrighty, now that we are on level 16, this is the start of the medium difficulty. So we're out of the easy difficulty and onto the next one, which is medium. And then once we complete all the way up to level 31, and start level 32, that's when we start the hard difficulty. Yeah, so as you might have noticed, there's just more and more things to avoid. Yeah, so that you don't lose fuel and or crash and lose a life. So, yeah, thus far the things are pretty predictable, yeah, in their movements, but later on they become very unpredictable, and that's what and that's the major thing that explains why the game is very difficult. Yeah, not yet though, but yeah, they are coming though. Yeah, and of course when I played Bear Stormin when I was very little, yeah, we of course had the computer mouse with the cord, with the wire. Yeah, now it's a lot easier because I have a cordless mouse. Yeah, and of course, as you might have guessed as well, yeah, it's not necessary for you to pop all balloons. Yeah, what is important though is that you simply make it to the white flag at the end of each level. But again, yeah, missing balloons can sometimes put you in a perilous situation depending on the level. And generally, you miss balloons, then you really have to try very hard in order not to like run into anything that causes you to lose fuel. Yeah, some levels are especially unforgiving. in that you can only run into something to lose fuel once or twice only. Yeah, any more than that, and you're pretty much guaranteed not to make it through the low. So now, as you can see, balloons now start going diagonally. Yeah, but this is just the simplest way. Balloons can move in an unpredictable way. Yeah, later on, the movements become far more complex. Yep, so far so good. Yeah, 19 levels and we haven't like suffered any losses yet. Yeah, and also in this game, yeah, you can only have a maximum of 3 lives at any time. And also, for every 10,000 points will get you a new life. Yeah, but again, subject to the maximum of 3. Yeah, and you gotta admit, the music is pretty nice. And the very nice thing is that there is a complete playlist of the music from the humongous entertainment games that you can find on YouTube and everything. So yeah, definitely brings back a lot of memories. Yeah, and considering that we are still in the medium difficulty, yeah, we haven't seen the worst that these levels can throw at you yet. Oh no, we're far from that. We're still pretty far from that. But, you know, they will come, yeah, if I manage to last that long. Yeah, and it's not like I have all these levels memorized anyway. Yeah, with 75 levels, it's a lot you have to take in, so... Oh no. I'm very far from having all 75 levels memorized. So there's always a possibility that I will, like lose my composure. Yeah, like that. Anyway, you kind of have to remember at the very start of level 22, yeah, there's a still walker in the air. So therefore, you have to duck and go low. So that was kind of yeah, a crash that almost resulted, yeah, because I was talking and getting distracted. So yeah, it's like I said, you really have to keep a cool head, yeah, throughout the entire game in order to be able to like last through all 75 levels. Yeah, it takes even more effort to be able to play the entire game while losing a single life. I believe I've done it once, but like but I don't remember clearly enough though. Yeah, I might have lost like maybe 1 or 2 lives, but maybe that's it. And then also regaining some in the process. Yeah, now even the things, yeah, besides the balloons, yeah, also start moving in unpredictable ways. So even the animals are starting to go diagonally too. Yeah, and yeah, as you saw, some of them change trajectory and directions. So some start going diagonally upwards, and then start going diagonally downwards after a bit. So yeah, that's exactly what makes this game very difficult, especially in the hard and the hardest difficulties. Yeah, whereas in Bear Stormin, for example, yeah, the game is much easier because things only go in one and only one direction. Yeah, they're not going to like have things, yeah, ricochet and bounce back at you. Oh, darn it. Yeah, ran into hot dogs, so therefore I lose fuel there. Yeah, twice. So yeah, it's gonna take a pretty cool head, yeah, to last through the entire thing. And believe me, yeah, it's far easier said than done. Yeah, and again, yeah, don't worry too much that you actually run into things that cause you to lose fuel. Yeah, it's not necessarily the end of the world or anything. Yeah, now cannons start shooting cannonballs. Yeah, not all of them will, yeah, in all levels, yeah, that you play from here on out. But like, yeah, that's another thing that you kind of have to like commit to memory as well. So yeah, these levels, yeah, there's just a lot to take in. Yeah, especially when you go to the hard and the hardest levels. So things are just moving unpredictably now. There's really like no way to predict, yeah, whether something will come back at you. Yeah, just without like having memorized the levels. Yeah, and again, it's not like I have them all memorized because, yeah, again, 75 is a lot to take in, and it's been a while since I played this game as well. Yeah, like a few months now, I think. Yeah, because I think I played this sometime near the end of last year. Ooh, there's a like tight space. Yeah, and on this level, there's an animal inside the secret tunnel. So therefore, if you enter the tunnel, you're gonna lose fuel. It's just one of those things. Yeah, I have memorized. So sometimes the game will pull nasty stuff on you like that. Yeah, this one is safe. Yeah, there's a balloon in there. But yeah, you can kind of consider it being at the game, you know. Yeah, you cannot see what's inside, yeah, until it's like too late or whatever. And so really the only way you can find out is just simply like entering the tunnel and hope you don't run into something that causes you to lose fuel. But yeah, to my knowledge though, there's never anything that will cause you to crash and lose a life. Yeah, only either lose fuel or gain fuel in the case of balloons. Ooh, tight. Yeah, there's one that can take you by surprise if you're not careful. And the same thing with this one with the fast-flying penguin duck like animals that just come zooming across the screen like that. Yeah, so as you can see, we're almost done with the medium difficulty levels. So the game already gets like brutally difficult even in the medium difficulty. In a way, kind of reminiscent of some expansion packs, you know. Like in the case of Lemmings and Oh No More Lemmings. Oh No More Lemmings is the expansion pack to Lemmings 1. Yeah, it is many times harder. Yeah, because it already gets very difficult in the second rank. Yeah, after you get to the very, very easy tame rank. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing here. Yeah, once you get out of the easy difficulty, then the game already starts getting very difficult, yeah, in the medium difficulty. Yeah, at least near the very end of it. The beginning, not so much, but yeah, the game already starts throwing a lot of nasty stuff at you. Yeah, in the early going. So it's probably like while you're playing through the ran into a bag of popcorn, which causes you to lose view. Oop! Almost ran into the dumbbell there. So yeah, while you're playing this, you might be wondering, oh my goodness, what have I gotten myself into? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't say I didn't warn you. Because this game is brutally difficult. Yeah, especially for young kids. So I'm very, very certain I would not have ever like blasted through this. Yeah, especially since like yeah, I probably would not have been able to find out how many lows there are. Yeah, at the time as well. Because it just like you just need to like if I remember correctly, it takes like an hour and a half to get through all 75 levels. And that's like assuming like a perfect run through the game too. So like play all 75 levels while losing a life or whatever. Ah, darn it. I thought I'd be able to squeeze in there without like running into any of them. Yeah, I don't exactly know how many like music tracks there are. Yeah, I don't even memorize how many tracks there are from Putt-Putt Joins the Parade, because that's all the music is from in this game. Ah, darn it. Yeah, there goes another one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, it is possible to go through the slow while losing any view, but yeah, it's very difficult to do so. Especially as in this one, for example, you have to remember which of them flip around. Darn it. Alrighty, and the final level, the medium difficulty. Yeah, here you want to hang low. Yeah, otherwise if you're high enough, yeah, you might go too far and then run into the brick wall. So now with level 32, we are on to the first level of the hard difficulty. So make it through all 16 levels of this one, and then it's on to the hardest difficulty. So 16 levels per difficulty, except for the hardest one, where there are 28, I think. Ah, darn it. And as you might have noticed too, yeah, the further you are into the game, the longer the levels get. which makes keeping a cool head, yeah, a lot harder. And just the fact that the game can throw a lot of things at you, yeah, you really have to like concentrate, yeah, very hard. Darn it. Yeah, and I do believe, for the record, I have like gone quite a while, yeah, in this game before I've like finally lost my first life. Yeah, I think for example, I made it through like at least 50 levels or so, yeah, before that happened. But again, it's really, really difficult to do so. So if you're able to make it through that many levels without losing a life, then yeah, kudos to you. It can be done, but ooh, yes, this is where you need to watch out. Yeah, when you're along the bottom. Woo! That was really close. Yeah, not as bad as when you were popping balloons at the bottom. Yeah, because running into a pie will just cause you to lose fuel. Yeah, it's pretty similar to level 30 with those flying penguin duck-like things. Yeah, and that was just all like ballerina bouncing bears. And yeah, the hitboxes on these are like pretty interesting. Darn it. Yeah, I'm not really certain what part of Putt-Putt needs to touch them in order to like lose fuel and stuff. Yeah, only I suppose this is a lot easier than the level 30. Yeah, since at least these guys do not like turn tail or anything. Alright, and then level 36, which, if I recall, is one of the brutally difficult ones. Yeah, a lot of, there's tends to be like a lot of traps in the secret tunnels on this level. And this level is pretty unforgiving in that you can't really like run into too many things that cause you to lose fuel. Yeah, even more so in Bear Stormin, which is like level 41, I think. Oh, darn it. Yeah, I believe there is something in there that causes you to lose fuel. Yeah, inside the secret tunnel. Oh, darn it. Yeah, now I think there's some Yeah, there's a balloon in there now. Okay. Yeah, this level is definitely a lot easier than its corresponding counterpart in Bear Stormin. Bear Stormin 1 is very unforgiving. But then again, it is in like the final like 7 levels of the game, so yeah, I suppose that's justified. Darn it. Yeah, so needless to say, Circus Stormin uses some recycled levels from Bear Stormin. And you would definitely see that, yeah, when I record a playthrough of Bear Stormin as well. Yeah, you would notice that some of the levels should look pretty familiar. Yeah, and this is where they launch like a lot of tigers with springs at you. And then they did the same thing here, but with the bears instead. Oop. Wow, I'm not sure what happened with my mouse there. It wasn't like responding the way I wanted it to. Yeah, and this one has a pretty bad throw, and it is this balloon right here. Yeah, you pop it, yeah, you will lose a life because there's a hidden cannonball in there. Yeah, so it's very, very trollish and very mean of the game developers. But it is possible to pop it without losing a life, though. I just didn't get to show it here because, yeah, I didn't do it correctly. Essentially, I think the trick here is to, like, yeah, the instant the balloon pops, yeah, you just have to, like, duck out of the way or whatever. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the only way to do so safely is from the bottom. It might be possible through the top as well, but I'm not certain. Uh-oh. I think I chose the wrong side to be on. Yeah, so as you can see, it's possible to pop the green balloon while hitting the bomb, but yeah, you have to like do it at the right time and everything. Yeah, I think I could probably like do the entire like game in just like one video because yeah, that's probably like the best thing to do here. So yes, it will cause the video to be pretty long, but yeah, I'm just gonna go for it, you know, and do the best I can here. So, almost 30,000 points here. And now level 40. Yeah, with 35 more levels to go after this. So still a long way into the very end. Yeah, with there being a possibility that I don't last the entire way. as you might have noticed, long before we get to this point of the game, yeah, a lot of things start increasing in speed too. Yeah, rather than just making it unpredictable how things would move. A lot of the later levels, especially, would like really start messing with your head and everything. Like you expect one thing to happen, but then another thing happens instead. Most often associated with things that just move in an unpredictable way. Oh dear. No, I gotta say, it's pretty... Oh! Yeah, I knew there was going to be a cannon that was going to fire. I nearly had forgotten about it. Well, it's not like I had it memorized that there's a cannon that shoots, you know, on this level. Alrighty, and we have just broken the 30,000 mark. Yeah, it's just one of those things you have to remember that something just flies out. Whoop! Yeah, I was gonna like duck under instead, but no, it's a good thing I didn't. Yep, just moving along here. Yeah, and again, just doing the best I can in order to get through the entire thing. Yeah, I think those balloons are like traps. I don't think it's possible to like pop them while running into a bomb, so... But at the same time though, I never tried for them. But yeah, there are plenty of levels where it's not really possible to pop a balloon without like running into something and losing a life. Yeah, this entire level is just red balloons, so therefore you'll always be in a critical low fuel situation. And yeah, it is absolutely vital that you get all the balloons on this level. Yeah, miss one and I think you pretty much spelled your doom here. While also making sure that you don't run into anything that either causes you to lose a life or lose fuel. Because there's really no room for error here. So no, it's not entirely true that it's all red balloons. Yeah, it's all red balloons until you get to the very end. So in the areas with the red balloons, yeah, absolutely vital that you get every balloon on that low. Yeah, there's no chance of winning. Yeah, if you miss a single balloon. Ooh. Okay, yeah. I forgot that it goes down all the way. Okay, so there's my first loss of a life, yeah, in the entire game. So that's pretty impressive. I lasted 44 levels. So that's something I did not remember. So yeah, they eventually go back up, but they go down a lot of the way, so therefore the only safe way is going through the top. Yeah, and again, yeah, it is possible to get through the entire game while losing a life, but it is extremely difficult to do so. Yeah, yeah, considering how very difficult a lot of the levels are. Yeah, and I'm unfortunately a very long way before I get the score to get another life. Yeah, I need to get to 40,000. Now, whether I'll be able to do so while losing life, yeah, who knows? Yeah, and we're at the penultimate level of the hard difficulty here, so... Ooh. Gosh, that was close. Darn it. Alrighty, here we go. The final level of the hard difficulty. Yeah, there's also anvils in here, but they don't go all the way down if I remember correctly. Yeah, so here, hang low. And we made it. So through the first 3 difficulties. Now it's on to the final difficulty, which is hardest. So 20 more levels to go. Yeah, so this one difficulty has nearly double the amount. Yeah, than any of the individual first 3 difficulties here. Yeah, because they only had 16 levels each. Yeah, this one has 28 levels. And so, yeah, you're easily forgiven for thinking that the final level will be 64 based on there being 16 levels per difficulty. Yeah, that is true until you get to the hardest difficulty. Yeah, where there are not 16, but 28 of them. Yeah, and this entire level is flying dumbbells, so therefore you have to be very, very careful here. It's really just balloons and dumbbells here. Yeah, the ones that are right next to the dumbbells, those are pretty scary. Yep, and we made it. Yeah, luckily it's not too long of a lull. Yeah, just like flying bombs everywhere. They move for a while before stopping in place. Whoop! Yeah, and it's actually easier than it looks, but yeah, it can be pretty scary if you're playing the level for the very first time, since you do not know what to expect. But it's just the same thing throughout the entire level, so it's just bombs that move for a while and then they stop in place. And one thing that I have not pointed out is that you will have noticed that Putt-Putt always starts, or is always located in the middle of the screen. So yeah, there's absolutely no way for you to like move further to the left or further to the right. Yeah, you always stay in the middle. And again, the only movements that you can do is up and down. Yeah, this is really where you just have to like remember things, because you're playing those for the first time. Yeah, you're probably not gonna like know what's gonna happen unless you maybe have seen somebody play the game or whatever. So if it really looks like you're gonna be running into something that causes you to lose a life, then yeah, it's like I said, there's really no way for you to tell like what's gonna happen until like either it's too late or where you get fortunate. Yeah, that it moves away, yeah, in time before you run into it. So this is exactly what I mean by things being very unpredictable. Yeah, that largely explains why the game is very hard. And yeah, it's really a mystery as to why this game is even included, because yeah, this is definitely not for kids. Especially given like a lot of their short attention spans too, that like, you know, they will likely just lose interest in the game, yeah, long before you get anywhere close to the end. Yeah, just because of the huge amount of frustration that can result. So I don't know. Maybe it was a good thing that I didn't even grow up with this game, because I probably would have gotten way too frustrated. Yeah, now Bear Stormin, that's no problem, because yeah, I managed to finish the entire game. Yeah, when I was still like in the single digits for my age. And yeah, I hung in the wrong spot. So yeah, here for example, it's safe to go through the loop because the brick does slow down enough so that you can get out of the way. Yeah, and then this one just moves up out of the way. This, on the other hand, is a trap. Yeah, don't fall for it, because as you can see, the brick wall does not move. Yeah, like move out of the way, that is. Alrighty, and this level is one of the nastiest. Yeah, watch out, because every yellow balloon in this level, they throw a cannonball at you. So, yeah, definitely the first time you play this level, it will take you by surprise. Yeah, most likely. So, and the location relative to the balloon will change as you go through the level. So currently they aim it directly at the balloon. Yeah, now they go below. Yeah, and it's only the yellow balloons that they launch the cannonballs. Yeah, and it doesn't help that this is one of the longest levels of the game too. As a matter of fact, it might even be the longest level of the game. Yeah, I'm not certain though. Yeah, now they launch above the balloon. And then after a while, they will switch back to launching directly at the balloon. So yeah, if you're not careful, yeah, you can easily fall into a trap where you forget that that a cannonball comes. Ooh, that was close. I thought I went down at too late yet to get the balloon. Okay, now I believe they should start launching directly at the balloon again. Yeah. Yeah, the level's almost over, but yeah, it's pretty long. Oh! Yeah, only the yellow balloons, they launch a cannonball. Blue balloons, no, you have no need to worry. Okay, we are almost at 40,000, and therefore I can get back my lost life. So if I manage to make it through this one, yeah, I think it will happen. Yeah, this is kind of like evil. Darn it. That's like the only blue balloon that they don't launch away from you. Darn it. Uh-oh. Darn it. Down to my final life. Yeah, and just when I was set to get back the life I lost too. Yeah, now I have to be really careful. Yeah, luckily I can still get both lives back, because yeah, you pretty much finish the game with around like 60,000 points or something. But yeah, at any time it really does suck to lose a life near the end of the level, because that means you have to go through the entire thing all over. Yeah, from start to finish. Yeah, it's pretty repetitive at the very end here. So, in a way, kind of like the more annoying ones, the more annoying levels. Yeah, now I just reached 40,000, so therefore I just got my life, a life that I lost back. So I have 2 lives now, which offers some comfort. Though, yeah, it most definitely would have been better if I got all 3 lives back. Oh, darn it. And again, it's still possible for me to get it back. Yeah, if I'm able to make it to 50,000 without losing a life in the meantime. And of course, things get harder, yeah, for you to get the life back, and you keep running into things that make you lose a life, or lose fuel. Sorry, because the less fuel you have, yeah, before reaching the end, the less points you get. But I haven't exactly figured out like how much each balloon is worth. Yeah, when it comes to like totaling up your score and stuff. But yeah, the game does keep a running total though. I think this was the right way, and then yeah, here you have to hang high, I think. Yeah. And that's pretty much the thing with a lot of the hardest levels. Yeah, a lot of them are super long. Yeah, here you just have to remember which ones will move out of the way, so that you don't run into something and lose a life. So yeah, this is just really the point where the game throws whatever they can at you. So like no hands barred or whatever. So the game really just starts messing with your mind. So like here, for example, yeah, you just have to remember that the blue balloon is the one that goes up. Yeah, the previous 2 balloons, they just stay in place. So yeah, it's like I said, there's a lot to commit to memory here. Yeah, but as you have seen, yeah, it's perfectly okay. You commit some fouls here and whatnot, but like running into things that make you lose fuel, because it's not necessarily the end of the world that happens. Just make sure you don't do it too much. Yeah, so we're still inching closer and closer to the finish line, but it's still a long way to go. And as you might expect, yeah, it's pretty difficult to like be able to have a perfect run at this game. Yeah, especially while you're doing so and commentating at the same time. But you know, yeah, there are a lot of examples out there of like players making it look easy when in fact it's not. Yeah, I should know. I've been Let's Playing for a little over 4 years now. Yeah, and I definitely plan to keep on going with them as long as I'm able to, and people will still like to see me like record video playthroughs of games and everything. Because my videos for the most part seem to be pretty big hits. Yeah, especially with the community that I'm a part of, the online community I'm a part of. Yeah, and I only do YouTube, yeah, for recording videos. Yeah, I don't have Twitch at all. Yeah, I at one point tried to sign up for Twitch, but I gave up in frustration with trying to register in for an account and everything because I think I found out to my horror that the username that I wanted to use has already been taken or something like that. I was like, forget it. It's not really worth it for me to like maintain 2 accounts. Yeah, one for Twitch and another for YouTube. Yeah, plus I believe there are some things that about Twitch that I wouldn't like. Yeah, like it wouldn't go down well with me. Oh, darn it. Yeah, such as the fact that like users get flagged down for like even like mild language, I believe. I was like, wow, that's really strange. Yeah, even YouTube is not like that. Like strict and stringent at all. Darn it. Darn it. Well, I guess I'm not gonna get all my lives back. Darn it. Whoop. Yeah, so this was like somewhat of a pretty long level. Yeah, and I'm pretty far away from the next milestone in order to get the life back. Yeah, see, I did not mirror that tire moving away. Darn it. Ooh. That was a close one. Yeah, one that shoots a cannonball. Yeah, 15 more levels to go after this. So still a long way. Ooh. Yeah, I think I remember that you need to like just keep up. Whoa! Yeah, that could be a very nasty trap there. If you like hang too close to it while trying to get past it. Yeah, I'm still about 4,000 points away. Can't help to think that I'll have a game over before I get a life back though, so... Darn it. Also, to pause the game, yeah, you can press the space bar. Yeah, and then to resume, you press space bar again. Yeah, there would be text on the screen saying that the game is paused or something like that. So yeah, levels are getting very long here. Yeah, a little less than 2,000 points now. Yeah, which probably means I have to get through 2 more levels in order to get a life back. Ah, darn it. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I won't get a life after this though. And yeah, this one also holds a very nasty trap. Stay low here, as you get surrounded by bombs. Because yeah, if you were above, then when you run out of fuel, you will run into a bomb. It's just another one of those things, you have to remember it. But luckily, it's kind of easily rememberable one because, yeah, level 64. But yeah, this is a very unforgiving level. Especially in the early going. Yeah, there will be many times where you just run out of fuel. Whoa. Darn it. Didn't quite make it. No! Well, made it pretty far, but nope.
What game do you want to play?